Introduction: A new perspective on conflict. Hello, dear listeners, and welcome to a very special episode of our podcast, where we'll dive into a topic that might seem challenging at first glance, yet holds limitless potential in every area of life and relationships: conflict. In these first few moments, I invite you to reflect. Have you ever found yourself stuck in a heated argument with someone you love, wondering, how did things get so complicated? Or perhaps you felt exhausted by the same misunderstandings happening over and over, longing for a different path, a more effective way to navigate those disagreements. If those questions resonate with you, you're in exactly the right place. Because today, we're going to open a new door. A fresh perspective that transforms conflict from something inevitable and uncomfortable into a golden opportunity for personal growth, deeper connection, and stronger bonds. Together, we'll explore the essential tools for resolving conflict with empathy, respect, and collaboration, inspired by the profound principles from David Richo's enlightening book, How to Be an Adult in Relationships: The 5 Keys to Mindful Loving. Join us on this journey as we turn challenges into strengths and disagreements into bridges toward greater understanding. This is a podcast about constructive conflict resolution, a crucial element for healthy relationship advice and mindful communication. Together, we'll discover how to transform these challenges into opportunities for personal growth in relationships.
Part 1. Conflict: An inevitable part and an opportunity for growth. Conflict is a natural, unavoidable part of every human interaction. Many people see it as a negative sign, but according to David Richo, it's actually a necessary stage for growth, a transition from initial romance to deeper understanding, leading to adult relationship growth. Picture a rose. It begins as a bud, blooms fully, fades, and then forms a new bud again. Relationships follow a similar cycle: romance, conflict, and commitment. True love remains strong through all these stages, demonstrating relationship resilience. During the conflict stage, deep truths about ourselves and our relationship history emerge, especially unresolved childhood issues. This is a valuable opportunity to confront the shadow parts of ourselves. Accepting both the positive and negative aspects of our partner is essential for authentic love. When conflict is resolved harmoniously, we can move into a deeper stage of commitment, creating a conscious partnership. Constructive conflict resolution doesn't eliminate disagreements. Instead, it equips us with the tools and mindset to transform challenging moments into a solid foundation for understanding and connection. We learn to approach each other with empathy, respect, and collaboration, focusing on solutions rather than on who's right or wrong. This is the essence of conflict transformation, turning tension into a positive force for the relationship. Part 2. Understanding conflict deeply beyond the surface. Conflict often speaks the language of unmet needs, unhealed wounds, or unspoken expectations. When a relationship shifts from romance into conflict, reality begins to replace the idealized images we once held. We start to see the darker sides of each other's personalities, and this is where the psychology of love comes into play. Disappointment is a powerful emotion, a kind of loss of what we once hoped for. Yet, it can also be a strong catalyst for growth and self-discovery, helping us recognize our expectations and take responsibility for our own happiness. Accepting disappointment allows us to let go of illusions and gain deeper insight into ourselves and our relationships. This is a vital part of personal transformation. Childhood experiences also play a significant role. David Richo points out that the way we were raised deeply influences our behavior in adult relationships. For example, those who had unhappy childhoods may endure abuse because their basic needs, the 5 A's, were not met when they were young. The false belief that we are somehow defective can lead many adults to remain in toxic relationships. This is a profound aspect of attachment theory and how it relates to emotional healing. To break this cycle, we must heal old wounds by facing and grieving our losses. Sharing painful memories with someone trustworthy can lead to what is called mirroring, being understood, accepted, and allowed to express our emotions freely. When our feelings are mirrored by a mindful listener, we learn to both give and receive love and trust abundantly. This contributes greatly to relationship well-being and intimacy building. Part 3. Tools for Constructive Conflict Resolution, the 5 A's in action. David Richo introduces the 5 A's as the foundation for mature love and a key to resolving conflict. These 5 concepts help us move beyond judgment, fear, and blame, guiding us toward openness, compassion, and realism. This is the heart of the David Richo 5 A's, a powerful tool for developing emotional intelligence. Attention. Truly listening and being present with another person, fully focused, attuned to their thoughts, feelings, and needs. Mindful listening creates a safe space, deepens emotional connection, and fosters intimacy. Without attention, the other person may feel overlooked or invisible. This is a vital skill in communication skills for couples. Acceptance. Acknowledging the other person's reality as theirs, even when you disagree. It means being treated with respect for all your feelings and personal traits. Acceptance does not mean condoning unacceptable behavior. It means recognizing the truth and acting from that place. This fosters safety, ease, and a sense of worthiness. When both partners accept each other's realities, intimacy can grow. This is the foundation of healthy boundaries in relationships. Appreciation. Holding an attitude of gratitude toward the other person, admiring and valuing their unique gifts. Expressing appreciation reduces tension and reminds both partners of the positive foundation of the relationship. Research shows that strong couples often maintain a ratio of 5 compliments for every criticism. Proactively expressing appreciation creates a positive environment where conflict is easier to resolve. This relates directly to interpersonal skills development. Affection, showing love in ways the other person can receive, emotional and physical closeness, kindness, caring, playfulness, and thoughtfulness. Affection nurtures feelings of intimacy, warmth, and safety. Maintaining affection even during disagreements helps preserve the bond. This is a key factor in intimacy building. Allowing, letting the other person live their own life without your control, accepting the full range of their emotions, and making space for their authentic self to exist. It means not trying to change their feelings, personality, or beliefs, and avoiding blame or judgment. This is the essence of unconditional love. Setting boundaries is about protecting yourself. Controlling is about forcing someone to conform to you. Practicing allowing prevents power struggles and fosters independence and trust. This is a part of self-awareness in relationships. When we put these principles into action, we transform the way we relate to each other. Problem solving requires a commitment to collaboration. Communication is key. Denying concerns damages vulnerability. Resolving conflict builds stronger intimacy and encourages mature behavior. Understanding ourselves and our partners, including gender differences and personality traits, fosters healthier dynamics in moments of conflict. This is how relationship dynamics are truly understood. Part 4. Overcoming barriers, ego, fears, and past influences. Even with powerful tools like the 5 A's, internal barriers still remain. Our ego, deep-seated fears, and lingering traces from the past. Recognizing and overcoming these barriers is key to long-term relationship success. The ego is often the main obstacle to intimacy, focusing primarily on personal needs. A healthy ego can support the 5As, but a dysfunctional ego blocks their purpose, driven by underlying fears. David Richo suggests that unconditional love is love without the conditions imposed by the ego. This is a crucial part of overcoming ego in relationships. He also offers the acronym FACE to describe how an inflated ego defends itself. Fear, the fear of not being accepted. Attachment, the fear of not getting the outcome we want. Control, the belief that we can control circumstances or other people. Entitlement, the belief that we inherently deserve something. Recognizing and addressing these tendencies is essential for building intimacy. Beyond the ego, there are also significant relationship fears. The fear of engulfment, the loss of freedom when someone gets too close. Here, the 5As become unbalanced. Too much attention or affection, but not enough acceptance or allowing. The fear of abandonment is the inability to emotionally function if someone leaves, often linked to the loss of attention, appreciation, or affection. In both cases, the fear stems from a sense of vulnerability. To address this, David Richo proposes the AAA approach: admit, allow, act as if. Admit, acknowledge the fear to yourself and to others without placing blame. Allow, let yourself feel the fear without judgment, in alignment with mindfulness. Act as if. Behave as though you no longer carry that fear. For example, gradually allow more closeness if you fear engulfment, or practice healthy space if you fear abandonment. Overcoming these fears means allowing ourselves to experience them and tolerate the discomfort that comes with it. This is part of relationship challenge solutions. Childhood wounds and unmet needs can also resurface in adult relationships. If unaddressed, we may find ourselves repeating old patterns, seeking out relationships that recreate the same emotional triggers rather than facing them. Acknowledging and processing past emotional experiences is essential for emotional maturity and true intimacy. This connects deeply with psychological insights into relationships. Part 5. Deepening connection and conclusion. When we commit to constructive conflict resolution, identifying and overcoming barriers, we don't just solve problems, we deepen our connection and strengthen our commitment. True love is built on mutual understanding and the dedication to work together. This is the path to building strong connections. Relationships are dynamic, and growth happens through accepting change. Embrace the natural cycles of love, romance, conflict, and mature commitment. When we learn to let go of one stage and move into the next, our relationships become healthier and more resilient in the face of challenges. This is the essence of relationship resilience. Mindfulness plays an essential role. It isn't about escaping reality, but about seeing it clearly without the distortions of ego. Mindfulness allows us to be fully present, aware of our thoughts and feelings without reacting impulsively, and to nurture an environment of compassion and acceptance. A daily mindfulness practice helps us manage our emotions and engage more fully with one another. This is why mindfulness practices for relationships are so important. Maturity in love transforms conflict from competition into an opportunity for resolution. Partners learn to lighten disagreements, approach them with humor and compassion, and focus on understanding rather than hostility. Stable commitment grows from truly knowing each other's egos, strengths, and weaknesses. This is what leads to long-term relationship success. Ultimately, committing to a partner by giving the 5As not only strengthens the bond between two people, it also helps us become carriers and givers of these loving qualities to the wider world. The issues in our relationships often reflect our own inner psychological struggles, revealing the potential for spiritual growth through healing and understanding. We are all born with an innate capacity to love and connect. The journey to becoming an adult in relationships is not always easy, but it is a deeply meaningful path, one that leads to profound personal growth and authentic, lasting connection. Conclusion: take action for deeper connections. A heartfelt thank you to each of you for taking the time to listen to this meaningful episode. We hope that our exploration of constructive conflict resolution, grounded in the practical and insightful principles of David Richo, has offered you fresh perspectives and valuable tools to bring into your own relationships. Always remember, every conflict is not a barrier, but an invitation, an opportunity to discover more about yourself and your partner, to learn and to love more deeply. Start applying these principles today and turn challenges into opportunities for growth and connection. If you found this episode helpful, please don't hesitate to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss any of our upcoming episodes. Share this with someone you believe could benefit from hearing it, because sharing knowledge is how we build a stronger community, one where every relationship can be nurtured and thrive. And finally, we'd love to hear from you. Your positive feedback and thoughtful suggestions are an invaluable source of motivation, helping us improve the quality of our content and bring you topics that truly matter. Thank you once again for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you in our next episode.